The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Nashville Sounds and the Pawtucket Red Sox. Francisco Perez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
So coming to the plate, Brendan Crabtree. He will lead this one off today.
For Nashville, the second baseman, Brendan Crabtree.
First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martinez will wait on it. One pitch, one away.
Batting second, the center fielder, Orlando Vaccaro.
At the plate, Orlando Vaccaro. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. Martinez is there, 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Standing in, Cole Sexton. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. One and one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball foul down the left side. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
That is fourth. The first baseman, Oscar Tejada.
In now, Oscar Tejada lifted in the air to center. Martinez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Jed Joseph, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, this guy's one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. You're not going to see a bundle of strikeouts, not an overpowering guy. Puts the ball on the in and outside corners, up and down in the strike zone. A pitch-to-contact guy, so if you're looking for strikeouts, you're probably not going to see a boatload from this guy in this one.
So striding in, Drew Trimble. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
Miller.
So now to the plate, Nick Miller, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike 1. Trimble gets his lead at first, nobody out. Strike 2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
As a look, now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, two runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Standing in now, Yusniel Coronado. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. None out, runners at first and second. And he falls behind 0-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Trying to cash in here in his first at bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
Hit hard to the right side. Men on third with 2 down. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
At the plate, Vic Veras. And he lays off there, 1-0. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the 1-0. Is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More baseball on the show right after this. Leading off the inning, Clayton Janeway, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Well, that's it.
Now the 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate now, Joshua Downs, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
To the plate now, Donnie Meyer, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. 2 out, nobody on. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Sandy Ramirez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Derek Martinez. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Crabtree is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Christian.
So stepping in, Christian Fox, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at-bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
In now, Mick Cummings, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. This one's down to third.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box, Drew Trimble. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A base hit in his first trip. Set. Here's the 0-1. Trimble is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
The 0-2 once more. In the dirt here. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right.
Two down, runners at first and second. He stays alive, still 2-2. Fouled away. Now another 2-2.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
The 2-2 one more time. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. To short. Fielded cleanly. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping in, Alvaro Lopez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting now, the shortstop, Gabriel Contreras.
Into the box now, Gabriel Contreras. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike one. Hit in the air to left field. Ramirez is under this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Brendan Crabtree.
Stepping in, Brendan Crabtree, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. In there, a base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Paw Sox are out in front, 2-0. Into the box now, Nick Miller. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 2-2. In the air to center. Vaccaro is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Yusniel Coronado.
Now batting, Yusniel Coronado. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Felipe Solari.
So now to the plate, Felipe Solari, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Grounded to third. To second for 1. On to first. And for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play. And with this one, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Orlando Vaccaro.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Hey, he had to make a gorgeous transfer right there from his glove to his hand, going to his forehand in that situation right there, and he pulled it off beautifully.
Stepping into the box, Cole Sexton. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One out, nobody on. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. This is popped up. Veras has room in foul territory, and no one will get this one. The 1-2. Grounded weakly to the left. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Now at the plate, Oscar Tejada. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pawtucket's out in front, 2-0. Digging in, Vic Veras. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Vic Veras.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-1.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes.
I got the count. 2-2.
Line drive to center field. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sandy Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and a strike. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Derek Martinez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery.
That's a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runners on first with one down. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Now the 3-0 offering finds the zone, strike one.
Down to 3-1.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball four. First and second now with one away.
Now batted, third baseman, Christian.
Digging in, Christian Fox. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. And that misses, ball one.
3 1/3 innings, 61 pitches. I'm not sure he's going to be around for much longer.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Ball three, not close with the sinker that time.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Bounce towards the second baseman. High hop, and he barehands it. The second for one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So digging in now, Mick Cummings. First pitch of the at-bat. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 home is low and outside for a ball.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Now the 2-0. And it looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And things are not looking good here in the fourth inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Drew Trimble. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with two away. Off the plate and low here, ball one.
He's already walked two in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The set and the 2-1. this is on the ground over to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. All ready to go in the top of the fifth, and striding forward the designated hitter, Clayton Janeway.
Number 39.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
At the plate now, Joshua Downs. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. No one out with a runner at second. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. From the stretch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Another try at 2-2. Rope to the second baseman, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
The batter, the right fielder, Johnny Meyer.
Into the box, Donnie Meyer. From the stretch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martinez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the catcher, Alvaro Lopez.
Now at the plate, Alvaro Lopez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Liner in there for a base hit. Janeway rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score. As they cut their deficit in half, it's a 2-1 game now.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Gabriel Contreras will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
The batter, number 19.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in now, Brendan Crabtree, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The set and the 1-0. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fouled off. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Inside, he misses ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready for another shot now, Orlando Vaccaro, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Comes set, the 0-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Coronado is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Paw Sox are out in front, 2-1. Number 35 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 35.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nick Miller. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
The designated hitter, Nick Miller.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded to short. Right to him. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, UCL, Coronado.
Coming to the plate now, Yusniel Coronado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On, he pops it up. Right fielder coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Felipe Solari, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
Digging in to try it again, Vic Veras. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 delivery. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Pawtucket's out in front, 2-1. Leading off the inning, Cole Sexton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. That's popped up. Trimble shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now back, the first baseman, Oscar.
Now in the box, Oscar Tejada. He's set. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And another foul ball. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And he fouls this one off. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box now, Clayton Janeway, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Paw Sox are out in front, 2-1. Striding in once again, Sandy Ramirez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Sandy Ramirez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now 3-1.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
So now to the plate, Derek Martinez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. The windup and the 0-1. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. No outs, nobody on. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
At the plate, Christian Fox can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. 1-0 pitch.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. A runner at second, nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, catcher, Mick Cummings.
Settling in now, Mick Cummings. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. First and second here with nobody out. Hit on the ground to third. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Drew Trimble. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Tejada is there, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We're through 6 full. Pawtucket's out in front, 3-1. Andy Singer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 59, Andy Singer.
Striding in, Joshua Downs. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And a slider's in for a strike. It's 2-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
3-2, full count. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So striding forward now, Donnie Meyer. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed. That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Now the 0-1.
No, that's down.
A ball and 2 strikes now. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Bouncer to the left side. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The catcher, number 28, Alvaro.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Ready once again, Alvaro Lopez, a hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Left side, but well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Paw Sox are out in front, 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Nick Miller.
The designated hitter.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
3-0 now. And this one catches the inside corner for strike 1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
I mean, that's a well-executed curveball right there. Pitcher does exactly what he wants to do. Gets the hitter out on his front foot, gets him out and around the baseball, and he still finds a hole.
Standing in now, Yusniel Coronado, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Nope. And low, it's a ball and a strike. There he goes towards second. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder, number 14,
Felipe Solari will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. He's set, and the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. On he pops it up. Downs has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting out, first baseman, Vic Vera.
Coming to the plate now, Vic Veras. First pitch coming. Here it is. A runner on first with 2 away. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Wang trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Sandy Ramirez will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Wang benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
At the plate now, Derek Martinez, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. One and 0. Here it is. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss, 2-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Here's the 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, a diving stop. It's in time. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Bobby Queen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Gabriel Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now the 2-1. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ramirez is there, and he has it for the out.
The batting number 19, second baseman, Brendan Crabtree.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brendan Crabtree. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The 1-0. And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Orlando Vaccaro, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
That's a ball. Count is
8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swinging a ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. At the plate, Christian Fox.
Leading up for the FunkDoc, the third baseman, Christian.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Mick Cummings, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Drew Trimble.
Stepping up to the plate, Drew Trimble. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Law comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 83, Tim Law.
Sexton will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Pitch on the way.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And that's going to land foul. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Oscar Tejada. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
To the plate now, Clayton Janeway. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Ball, second time.
Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Into the box now, Joshua Downs. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
First and second now, 1 man out. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second just because he took the first one that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Runners are at first and second with one away. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Solari back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with two men out.
Now batting, right fielder, Donnie.
At the plate, Donnie Meyer, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Martinez is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Francisco Perez pitches well enough to get the W. Jed Joseph was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Fans our final line score. First for the victorious Pawtucket Red Sox, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Sound, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.